It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And running with power here. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their ninth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. Burke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Here we go, sack.
Off play action. Burke under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice. Stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 2. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Got him. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. In motion, the tight end. Following the fumble recovery, Burke. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hot, go. Go.
Here's Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Like it, team. Here we go. Here we go. Set go. Hut.
Off the play fake. Burke. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The motion man is Fowler. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. O'Neal. He'll get this into the hands of Morton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Back to throw. O'Neal. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 4. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The tight end in motion right.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 11.
Got a man, it's Rodriguez.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Burke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6. Back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fowler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Alexander. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. look to throw again. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
A final shot before break. Burke. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. The Titans trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home in the Superdome, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Chris Olave, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal, he finds his man, complete. It's Daniels, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. O'Neal. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
A throw caught here by Morton. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, O'Neal.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Daniels. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Burke. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Burke. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Burke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Jefferson moving in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Burke. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Off the play fake. Burke. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
At the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal over the middle, complete. It's Fowler. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and long. Under pressure, they got him again. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in. Make something happen despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fisher. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Burke. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Off play action. Burke. Throw out wide is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
This is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one.